What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas, filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with no hit, Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
That's right, Ninja. Never given up a hit, ever, actually, in major leagues. Blake Snell got his first win yesterday, Ninja, and it was a good one. Because it was a no-hitter. Snell's a little bit of a heater after a hideous beginning to the year. Game before this, 6 innings, 2 hits, 15 Ks, and then yesterday, Ninja threw his first career no-hitter. First time ever even pitching in the 9th inning, and he made it count. What did you see in this outing, Ninja?
I mean, we were glowing about his last outing, where he had probably the most dominant outing of the year with 15 strikeouts in 6 innings, and then goes out and does this. Like, the man is absolutely on fire. Do I have to sing it? Yes, I will. This man is on fire. That was off key. But you know what? Blake Snell, never off.
Always is.
He has a .55 ERA over his last 5 starts, 4 of his last 5 starts, giving up no runs. And yesterday was absolutely dominant with 11 strikeouts in a no-hitter, giving up only 3 walks. He had, of course, had his fastballs and curveballs, picked up a ton of swords on his curveballs. He had 10 swings and misses on that curveball, 21 total swings and misses for the game. Here's an overlay of his fastball and curveball, and you can see why those pitches are so tough. He's so aggressive to the plate. They start out on the same trajectory, and that curveball just dives. I interviewed Brent Rooker about facing Blake Snell, and this is what he told me about why Blake Snell is so tough to hit.
Because of how high he releases the ball, there's no shape to either breaking ball. It's just like they're down to more down. It never pops. There's never any hump in either of them, which is why him and Blake Snell are similar in that way, just because they're both so downhill that they just spike that breaking ball and get so much chase on it because there's never any kind of hump, never any kind of shape. It just looks like the fastball and it just keeps going further down. So they remind me of each other in a lot of ways, just kind of opposite sides of the rubber, obviously, but the way they pitch and the way they approach reminds me of each other.
Just absolute dominance from Blake Snell. He faced Andrew Abbott, who was solid yesterday with 8 strikeouts and 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. The Giants shut out the Reds 3-0. Andrew Abbott had these sweepers. Javier Assad, a.k.a. the Ass Man, had 3 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 1 run as the Cubs clawed the Cardinals 6-3. He had these 2-seamers, including this front door 2-seamer.
The ass man with the front door 2-seamer, I thought of him more of a backdoor man.
He faced Eric Fetty, yeah, baby, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. No, baby. Had this cutter and sweeper. The D-backs beat the Pirates 9-8. Brandon Pfaadt had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this painted 2-seamer and changeup. He faced Luis Ortiz, who had 2 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, but gave up 6 runs and had this slider. In the most anticipated pitcher's duel of the day, Tarek Skubal faced off against Cole Ragans. Skubal started out this game so good, touching 100 in the first inning, ended up with 8 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, but gave up 5 runs. In fairness, 2 of these runs scored after he left the game, but he was outdueled by Cole Ragans, who had 6 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits, as the Royals tamed the Tigers 9-2. He had these changeups, the slider for a sword. Nasty stuff from Cole Ragans. The Brewers beat the Nats 8-3. Frankie Montas had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this fastball and splitter. He faced Jake Irvin, who had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. Had this fastball. Really nothing special from Jake yesterday. The Blue Jays flew past the Yankees 8-5. Kevin Gausman had 2 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs. Had this fastball and splitter, but honestly, I didn't think his splitter shape looked all that great. But you know what? He still pitched well enough for the Blue Jays to beat the Yankees.
In there, Ninja happened to be the dong of the day, and it comes off the bat of nobody other than Aaron Judge.
I heard of him.
This was the longest dong of the year outside of Coors Field. So this was 477. Longest of the year is 478 by Jorge Soler in Coors Field. But yeah, so this is the longest non-Astros dong of the season. And Judge is doing what Judge does, putting massive wood on this ball with his 40-ounce bat. We're kind of just used to it by now. Some of the best hitting we've seen, honestly, since Barry Bonds.
The Guardians shot down the Blue Jays 8-4. Cookie Carrasco had 5 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on only 1 hit. He had a slider and changeup. He faced Dean Kramer, who had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this backdoor two-seamer and this elevated splitter. The Twins destroyed the White Sox yesterday, 10-2. Joe Ryan had 7 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs and had these sweepers. Davis Martin pitched pretty well with 5 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, had this slider and curveball for a sword. But the White Sox, dude.
Was that 18 in a row?
I lost count. I can't count past 15.
We're approaching historic ineptitude. They might not get 40 wins now, Ninja, which is all-time hideous.
Paul Blackburn had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run as the Mets topped the Angels 5-1. He had his painted two-seamer, perfectly painted, and these changeups. He faced Tyler Anderson, who had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and had these changeups. The Rockies rose above the Padres 5-2. Austin Gomber had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these sliders, his curveball, and changeup, and looked solid yesterday. He faced Randy Vasquez, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run, and these changeups. The A's edged the Dodgers yesterday 6-5. Joey Estes had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these sweepers. He faced Gavin Stone, who had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs. But I don't care about the runs because he had 5 Ks and helped me win my K-prop parlay. You go, Gavin. You can give up as much runs as you want when you do that. He had this 97-mile-an-hour heater and these changeups and picked up a Jiffy Lube special.
And Ninja Shohei had an epic dong in this game. 116 off the bat. And notice the bat flip here, Ninja. Pretty rare from Shohei, but you know he was feeling it because he absolutely pounded this ball.
Bryan Woo had 6 Ks and 7 scoreless innings. His ERA now for the season is 2.08 as the Mariners sunk the Phillies 10-2. He had these heaters up to 97 miles an hour, as well as this nasty front door two-seamer. I love it. I know Cal Raleigh loves calling these too. Just great stuff from Bryan Woo. Cutter Crawford had 5 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs as the Red Sox beat the Rangers 11-6. He, of course, had this cutter. Yusei Kikuchi, pitching for a new team, had 11 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs as the Astros flew past the Rays 3-2. Kikuchi had 8 strikeouts in a row in this game at one point. He had these sliders for a sword and these wicked changeups. He had 26 swings and misses on the game, which I believe is a career high for him, and more swings and misses than Blake Snell had in his no-hitter. He also threw 25% changeups this game, which is a marked increase in his changeups. And he had 11 whiffs on his changeup and 9 on his slider.
Gotta feel good to switch teams and just absolutely dominate in front of the new squad.
Absolutely. And he is one of those guys, actually, I do think feeds off that. Like, he can get really down. You can read his body language very easily. And I think he's going to like it there. He faced Shane Baz, who had 5 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, had a slider and changeups, including this Expelliarmus changeup. Spencer Schwellenbach. Let's go to Schwellenbach, Texas. Salesy, Relo, Freed, and the boys. Schwellenbach had 10 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 3 runs, 0 walks again. He has walked a total of 1 batter in his last 5 outings. What in the name of Commander George Kirby is going on here? The Braves chopped the Marlins 5-3. Schwellenbach had this heater at the knees, 98 miles an hour. That's nothing to sneeze at. Also had these sliders, these curveballs, and splitters. He's the only rookie in modern baseball history with 25 Ks and no walks over 3 starts. And listen to this, the first Braves pitcher in the history of the Braves to throw back-to-back 10 strikeout games with no walks. Yes, I'm looking at you, Greg Maddux. Yes, I'm looking at you, John Smoltz. And you too, Tom Glavine. Nobody has done this other than Schwellenbach, Texas. He's had 38 strikeouts and 1 walk in his past 5 starts. This man is on an absolute heater. Do not sleep on Spencer Schwellenbach. He faced Valente Bellozo, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs on 2 hits, and had these cutters. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Brian Abreu had these sliders. Anthony Bender had this wicked sweeper. Go figure. Bender, sweeper. Bender,
Barely know her.
Hunter Biggie had these sliders. It's all good, baby, baby. Griffin Jacks had this sweeper for a sword. Trevor Richards had this nasty changeup. Justin Martinez had this slider and splitter and six sinker. And Aroldis Chapman had these 101 mile an hour fastballs, but check this out. You know I don't like showing home runs.
Absolutely not.
But this is a home run off a 102.9 mile an hour two-seamer painted on the black. Going oppo taco, fastest pitch ever homered against in the StatCast era. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we can go with Bryan Woo and that front door two-seamer. At number 4, let's go with Schwellenbach, Texas, for his splitters, sliders, and the boys, whatever. Number 3, Yusei Kikuchi for his sliders and changeups. And number 2, Emmanuel Clase, this 101 mile an hour cutter for a sword, this wicked slider, and this 99 mile an hour cutter. Again, break up Emmanuel Clase. He's like a team unto himself. Impossible to beat, impossible not to love. And at number 1, speaking of impossible not to love, it's of course the incredible Blake Snell for his absolute dominance. The man is now the hottest pitcher in baseball. Just in terms of pure dominance, it's hopeless to do anything against this dude. And now my pitching ninja moment of Zen. This is Blake Snell in his post no-hitter interview.
I kind of looked at the scoreboard. That's when I noticed. I was like, you better wake up. So then from there.
Part that you were going to be feeling this locked down.
He almost got knocked out here by Logan Webb.
Hey, it's cold.
Got him.
I got to collect my breath.
Please do.
Get a replay of that. That's how you don't do it. They hit me in the head with the dang lid. I mean.
My picks of the day today, I'm going to start with DJ Hers for 5Ks or more. Then I'm going to take Bryce Miller for 5Ks or more. And top it off with Jack Flaherty for 7Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?